back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is the 212A, it's the Tier 9 Soviet SPG. It's located on the south spawn of Mountain Pass, and it's got 3 marks of excellence because it belongs to Oxagon. And, well, I think he's in for a rather good battle. This Arty does load fairly quickly. It's also got a very good aim because, of course, it's got a very narrow arc. Only 8 degrees, 4 degrees either side of the centre line. And because it's a totally enclosed Arty, it means that they can use vents and vent purge to boost up the reload time. And you can see the Oxagon's got a reload time of 28.65 seconds. And that's pretty good, which is why this Arty is a fair comparison to the M53, M55. Now he's taken a position just near the cap area to get a good shot directly over the bowl at the enemy tanks as soon as they come into sight. None of them come in yet. There's a TVP T5051. He's spotting. Rounds out. Oh, excellent. That's a pen. The alpha on this Arty is 900, and he just got 797 at that T10, which means he penned the engine deck because the shell hit the rear of the vehicle. That was an absolutely fabulous shot. He hit it just in the right spot to get a pen through the engine deck where it's very thin. He's looking to get that Jag Tiger. He can't see it, but he fires the round in anyway, and, well, I suspect that that enemy was still there. The Jag Tiger. Looks like our 60 TP hasn't moved away yet. But you can see that Oxagon's decided to actually change his position to avoid counter battery. Now, he won't be able to hit the tanks over to the west, but he can certainly hit some of the ones up to the north and the east side of the map. He's aiming for the AE base 1, rounds out with another hit. 343 hit points this time. Now, it's a bit difficult for him to get a shot on that Charfu 4 that's down in the bowl area, mainly because of the cliff, the way the cliff lies there. But there is an Object 140 hiding at this end of the bridge, so it's possible he might be able to get him. He fires another one in the AE phase 1, and that one was a near miss, so it actually landed right behind the AE phase 1. It could have so easily have hit the engine deck, but he actually gets the stun assist anyway because the AE phase 1 takes a hit, and he's decided to bail out of that position. Too late, gets wiped out. I think it was the well, it turned out to be the Strip 103B who got the kill on him. Okay, he's changing his position again. Now, he did knock that telegraph pole over, but I don't think the enemy will work out exactly where he was going. And he's decided to perch up on the cliff top here. Difficult job getting up here, but it's much easier on the other side. Oh, but look at that. He's actually got an enemy gorilla up on the ramp. And, well, the vehicle's adjusting. Don't fall over the edge, whatever you do. It's so easy to fall over the edge on this one. Okay, he's going to try and hit the E100s. Trying to put the shell between both of them. Rounds out. And he hits the first one for 398. Non-pen shot, but it stunned both of them. And he did pick up 697 stun assists from the other E100 on his own team, firing one in. So long as he keeps these guys stunned, they're not going to want to come around the corner. And that'll make it easier for our guys to get some damage. Okay, he's going for the rear E100, but he abandons that position, so he's going to fire. Well, he fires near to the other one, the back one, but he actually hits the front one. So he actually benefited there from the fact that RNG let him down, and he missed the target, but instead he hit the other one as well instead. So RNG working in his favour. Okay, almost loaded. Very quick reload. This is almost the same sort of quick reload as a 15cm howitzer, and he's got a 203mm one. And another hit on the E100. Again, it hits the front armour, which is very, very thick, and that disperses most of the damage. But those guys are getting very weak now. They are getting badly hit. They're losing their hit points. And our guys are now coming around the corner. So those E100s have to hide and go defensive. In the meantime, we're looking to get a shot. Oh, very difficult one to get that gorilla. He's right on the edge of that cliff top. Well, he's dialed in, but he can't see the gorilla. And I don't think there's anybody close enough who can see that gorilla from that position. So he's got nothing else to shoot at the moment because the E100s have now been destroyed and our team are making their way up the ice road towards the enemy cap area. Oh, we lost this. We just lost the Progetto 65 who was on the west route. And our Striv 103B and TVP 250-51 are taking up position to try and block. Instead, we're going for the immediate 2, and well, we did get 423 hit points of damage, and the stun is rolling in as well. So he's now up to 2.6k of damage. The Emil's backing off. He's being threatened by our... Oh, no, not the AE phase 1. In fact, there's nobody, as far as we can see, at the south end of the bridge, and I don't think the Emil knows that. But our guys are now starting to stream round towards the enemy cap, and I think they're about to reveal the gorilla. And there's a Skoda T50 there as well. It is a tier 10 game with tier 9 tanks in it. Of course, Oxagon is a tier 9 Arty. Oh, he's wobbling there. I think he's right on the edge of the cliff. Very dangerous for him. He's trying to go for the gorilla, who's decided to settle amongst the bushes. And he hit him! He got a direct hit. And gorillas have got no armour. Basically, it's just a Panther tank with a very big gun mounted on top of it. And if he hit that thing, he would have done a lot of damage, possibly even a penetration. There's only 3 enemy vehicles left. They've got an Arty, the gorilla, and the Emil 2. We know the Emil's damaged, and he's cornered as well. There's nothing he can do about it. There are tanks blocking him from getting back to his own cap. The enemy Arty's in sight. He lands around near the Emil. It looks like the enemy Arty's about to die as well because our TNH TVIS 51 is blocking him from leaving the ramp. Unless, of course, he decides to dive off the edge, in which case he would die very quickly. And we're now looking to get a shot in on the gorilla before the team gets there. Oh, and the Arty, the M53 just killed our TNH TVIS 51. And we're trying to get a shot on the gorilla. He should be in that corner. He is. And we fire the round in just as he gets killed. And now there's only one enemy left. It's the enemy Arty, the M53, M55. He'll try and shotgun the Cobra. And no, he's decided to go down the other side and he dies in the attempt. Here's the end of battle stats, and that was an ace tanker game for Oxagon in the 212A. Very well done indeed. He got a Bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, he got 5 exactly. He got a Gauss medal because he did more damage, exceeding 8 times the hit points of his own vehicle, as well as a Confederate as well for hitting more of the enemy than anyone else on his team. In fact, he didn't get a kill, and that actually helped him because by not getting a kill, he actually increased the number of enemy tanks that he struck, and increase the difference between him and anyone else who is doing extremely well at hitting enemies. So let's have a look at team score. Well, we can see he didn't get the highest damage in the game. That actually went to the Progetto M4065. He got 4,562 hit points. Oxagon, because of all his blind shots, he was showing at the end of the game 2,669, but he actually ended up with 4,261 because I'm pretty certain he did hit somebody with a penetrating shot, or at least fairly badly damaged him. There it is. It was the gorilla. He penetrated the gorilla for 966. That didn't show at the end of the game, but of course it was a blind hit. And the other one was the T10, and yes, he did penetrate the engine deck, 797. So 2 penetrations in the game. That really did help his score because it bumped it up massively. And we can see that his score was 4,261 in second place. Third place was the Striv 103B with 3,740. When it came to kills, it was the TVP T5051 who did the best with 4 kills. Yes, living up to his name as the assassin, the fast assassin. And then the second highest damage was the Prototypo Standard B on the enemy team. He managed to get 3 kills, and then there was a whole bunch of tanks that managed to get 2 kills, including the E100, the Strib 103B, the Cobra, the Progetto managed to get 2, and the TNHT Viz 51. I'm afraid Oxagon didn't get any kills, but as I said, that actually helped and worked in his favour. So by hitting more of the enemy, by spreading the Arty love all over the enemy, you actually managed to get a medal out of it, and that worked in your favour. When it came to base XP, he's right at the top with 1,207, and I think a lot of that belongs to the stun assist he managed to perform, plus the fact that he was tier 9 and he was hitting tier 10 tanks, and of course getting extra XP for everyone he did. Let's have a look at detail. He fired 11 rounds in that game, got 7 direct hits on the enemy and 2 penetrations, one of them a blind penetration, 9 splash as well, damage of 4,261, all of it at more than 300 meters. He damaged 7 of the enemy, didn't get any kills, but he got 4,073 hit points of stun assist off the 11 stuns, and of course that did help him to get that ace tanker, because when you get that much stun assist and your tanks, your teammates are nearby and you mark the target after you've fired beforehand so they know where you're aiming, then of course you can end up with a massive amount of stun assist, and that increases your ranking on the tank, your mastery, and ends up with an ace. He got 52,253 credits for the game and 23,514 from battle payments, a grand total of 101,894 altogether. But after ammunition resupply and consumables, he still made a profit of 60,884 credits. 1,207 XP, he got 3,622 from personal missions payout and ended up with 5,433 experience points altogether. We won't do the armor and modules profile. I think we've done that enough for the 212A just recently, but I would just say that this is a very good performance, especially considering how few rounds Oxagon fired to get an ace tanker, Gauze and Confederate. He was plonking those rounds in, especially that first shot to get the rear end of the T10, and he timed it perfectly to do that, as well as of course hitting the Gorilla 15, putting the shell where he thought the guy was. And yes, he was there, put the round in, got the blind hit, turned out to be a penetration shot, and of course then ended up with a lovely score at the end of the game. So very well done indeed. If you enjoyed that replay, please give this video a like, do subscribe to our channel, leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm, and thank you for watching.